Hey guys, hope you're doing good. So this is part 5 of the DevOps Telephonic Interview series. I hope you're liking my videos. So please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and please share these videos as much as possible because it takes a lot of effort and time to create these videos. So if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. Let's continue with the video.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, I could hear you. There is
Yeah.
some issue with the Skype, I think.
No problem, no problem.
Yes, fine. Yes, like I want to know from you what is your technical experience on the DevOps, how long you are working in DevOps, and where you are working, which organization you are working for.
Definitely. So myself is Yogananda, having 3+ years experience on DevOps and overall years experience 5 years, and currently I am working in Tech Mahindra. So from past 2015 to till now I am working. Previously I worked in IBM. Coming to my experience in DevOps, I have worked in DevOps couple of tools like version control system, SVN and Git, and build tools I worked in Maven. And coming to continuous integration, I worked in Jenkins. In Jenkins, I have very good experience for the administration and the migration, and also integrating with the multiple tools and automation, CI/CD process, and also taking the backups of Jenkins jobs, and also doing the deployment into different environment, test and prod, UAT and QA and staging. And apart from this, I have good knowledge on the ticketing system tools, ServiceNow and Jira. Atlassian tool I worked in Bitbucket and Jira and Confluence. And apart from this, I have very good experience on backup artifactory Nexus, and also doing the smoke test upgradation and creating the VMs also I worked. And apart from this, I worked in containerization tools, Docker I worked, and Elastic Container Service also I worked in AWS. So this is my introduction.
Okay. Right. Can you talk about the Git? How well versed you are with the Git? What are the commands you use regularly?
Yeah, basically Git we are using for version control system. Command side we are using to create to clone the data from repository to local. We are using the git clone space URL, and once development is completed, we are committing the code git commit -m double quote message we are using. And after that we are pushing git push origin master. If you want to add some code into the git repository, will use the git space add space that folder name. And if you want to check the status, git space status release. If you wanted to create a branch newly, git space checkout space -b new branch name we can do. This is the commands we are using.
Okay, I missed it. Can you say the frequently used commands in Git?
Yeah, frequently used command, clone command we are using for the taking the code from the repository to local, git space clone space URL, and we are using the command to add some code into repository. We are using git space add space folder name, and also we are using to check the status git space status, and git space log we are using, and git space pull we are using to update, and also we are using git push origin master. And if you want to create a new branch, git checkout -b branch name we can do. These commands usually we are using daily.
Okay. Right. Like, what is the difference between the DevOps engineer like you are working and to the regular CRC++ engineer? What is the difference?
Yeah, so manual process, we are without DevOps, we are doing like development, whatever development coming from the development team, whatever code they develop. So we are taking the code and manually we will build the packages, and after that, once building is completed, manually we will go to the server, and then we can install the plugin. Once the package is created, I will log into the server, and manually I will install the package into the different servers. So coming to the DevOps process, what exactly we will do is just one check-in only. If you perform into the version controlling, automatically my DevOps will be taking care code quality. Automatically it will take the backup. Automatically it will build the code and deploy the code, and also it will perform the deployment also we can use, and also we can monitor the complete environment using the monitoring tools also in the DevOps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are the utilities are there as part of DevOps you used different kind of utilities from the DevOps.
Sorry, come again question. What are the?
Yeah, there could be some plugins or utilities, right? In the DevOps, like what are the different plugins utilities we are using?
Yeah, so we are using the different plugins actually in DevOps. Basically, we are using build pipeline plugin and Rundex plugin and the Maven integration plugin. Each and every plugin having its own functionality actually. So basically, if you wanted to perform the release, the code release, we are using the Maven related plugin, that is M2 release plugin. And if you wanted to deploy a package into the environment, we are using the Rundeck as a deployment tool. So if you want to integrate that into your continuous integration, we are using the Rundeck plugin. And based on the requirement, if you want to perform the testing, we can use the Selenium plugin inside the Jenkins mission. So these kind of plugins we have when we are doing the activities, we will install the plugin into the environment.
Okay. How do you can you talk about the traditional way of build procedure and using DevOps, how you simplified or reduce the packaging mechanism so that the components can be built independently?
Yes, we can reduce while using the DevOps process. Actually, exactly we will do is we can create the containers also in the Docker images. We can create basically Docker lightweight technology. We will introduce into the DevOps technology, and also easily we can migrate the process completely. We can deploy into the cloud environment also easily using the DevOps methodology. So in complete integration part we can take care within one tool. We have to maintaining the completely monitoring and also taking the code quality and also environment creations, everything within one tool we have to configure. So based on the requirement exactly we will schedule the jobs at the particular duration. Whenever we require the deployments, automatically once my development team is checking everything, DevOps will be taking care from the development scratch to automatically package creation and release management, and after release management it will go to deployment. Once deployment is completed, then testing phase. In the testing it will perform the testing of our servers. After once it is completed, then it will send a email notification to the reporter what exactly the steps we perform using the automation job. And also using the DevOps we can reduce the time for the whenever we are releasing the packages into the customers, monthly. So we can reduce the time. We can fix the bugs on the spot, day to day we can fix, and we can improve the code quality also while using the DevOps methodology.
Okay. How do you troubleshoot?
Yes. So troubleshooting part actually many times, sometimes we are getting the error while doing the deployments into the different environments. Sometimes the errors will getting due to the seat utilization, memory issues will get when we are performing the deployment, and also sometimes we are getting the dependency errors on the packages. So that scenario we have to roll back to the deployment process from the deployment route till build rollback. So first, whenever issue happen on the deployment, first we need to check that particular mission whether the package is installed or not. If it is already installed, so just uninstall that package and come to the Nexus repository. Basically for each and every release we are taking the backup in the Nexus repository. Suppose if you are trying to release same package, you will get error for next release. So we have to delete the package from the Nexus repository, and also for each and every release we are taking the backup in the SVN. So that source code management source we are taking backup. So for that we need to rename that tag of a particular version, and after that in the pom.xml, in the pom we have every release the pom.xml snapshot will be increased. So that means that particular release if you want to re-release, so you have to rename it as the previous version and then perform the same process from scratch build to till deployment. And sometimes we are doing the dependency errors also will get in the pom.xml, some dependency parent form and the child form. That time we need to sit with the development team and fix the dependency error, and then again we have to release the code. So this kind of rollbacks will do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is this master slave mechanism?
Yeah. So basically master and slave mechanism we are using for distribute the load into the different master. And also what exactly we will do is whatever requirements we have, like different nodes I have, node 1 2 3 5 like that. What exactly I will do is based on the project requirement, different tools I will install, like versions like Java 1.4 5 6 7 like that. Each and every mission I will install. And also in the Jenkins, so whenever we require the load, distribute the load into the different missions. So first I will check whether it is the requirement is related to Windows or slave or Linux slave. So according to that, I will in the job configuration I will restrict a particular slave and do the particular build on the particular time. And also for release process also we will create a separate slave. Why? Because if you are using the separate slave for the release mechanism, you can perform the only release in that particular mission only, so that we can avoid the load whenever critical dependency on the particular build mission. Suppose if I am using the one mission, but currently build is running, same priority, high priority build is came to the queue, so I can't stop the current build and I can't execute the next build. So that is the reason for a better way we can, if you use the separate slave for the only release mechanism, that is very good. And also once we creating the slaves, always we should check the environments whether the slaves are running or not. In the front end GUI only we come to know whether the slave is offline or online. If it is offline, we have to log into that particular mission. We have to run we have to start the slave. So this type of mechanism we are using in the master slave configuration.
Okay. Okay. So you are working for DevOps in which environment? Is it Windows or?
It's both we are using Linux and Windows. Both I am working. So most of the things we are performing the Linux environments only, deployments and all.
Okay. What is the significant difference you will be finding when you work for DevOps or Windows or like?
Sorry.
What could be the significant difference you will find when you work between these two systems?
Different environments.
Yes.
Yeah, different environments in Chef configuration we will perform the deployments whenever we performing the deployments on the Windows environment. So in the cookbooks I will write the cookbook for the environment of Windows. I will mention the username and password and IP address of that particular mission. And also whenever I executing the bootstrapping, first I need to check Chef enhance, we will check whether that operating system, first it will give the record what are all environments you are checking you are deploying the package into the Windows or Linux environment. It will give the information, so that according to that requirement I will run the Windows slaves on the Windows nodes on the Chef server. So main difference is only the cookbooks, the way how you are writing in the Linux and environment on the Windows environment is different. And apart from this, the package installation, everything is same, getting the package from the server and stop the services and installing the package into the environment. It's the same process as for the Linux and Windows also.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the docking file and what are the docking containers?
Yeah, so basically Docker containers we are using for the environment, lightweight environment in DevOps architecture. So basically we are performing the deployments into the cloud in the Elastic Container Service. So basically we will create the container. In the container we will write the exactly Docker file we will write, and once you created the package inside the Jenkins using the Docker file, we will convert that into the image format and easily we can deploy into the different environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you work for W also?
No, I didn't get chance to work on that.
But I could see in your resume W.
No, that is just for my personal interest. I learned that, not real time. I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is software? What do you mean the software development life cycle?
Sorry?
What do you mean by software development life cycle?
Yeah. SDLC we are using for the mechanism of DevOps. So basically in the SDLC we are using the process building the environment and also first designing and then building and then testing. After that it will go to the deployment phase. So basically first we have to plan what exactly we require for the SDLC overview, and once it is done we have to define what are the environments we are performing the activities, and after that only we can design and we can performing the step by step as per the from scratch, I mean building phase to till deliver the package into the environment. So step by step we will perform.
Okay. Okay. How DevOps is different from regular SDLC or Agile?
Yeah, so basically while using the
Okay.
DevOps,
Okay. Let me ask you the question. There are three things. LC is there, software development life cycle. There is Agile. There is DevOps. Can you talk about each one? What is the difference?
yeah, so you mean to say completely all environments, SDLC and then DevOps versus and then Agile methodology, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, first we'll go for the like Agile methodology. So basically in Agile methodology it involves the continuous integration of the development and also testing in the SDLC process. And also this software development methodology, it will incremental and evaluatory development it will do, and Agile development process breaks the product into the smaller pieces and also integrating them into the final testing. And also it can be implemented on the many ways including Carbon or SCAM or HP etc. different environment we can do. And coming to the Agile versus DevOps, so basically in the Agile address gap, like each and every customer we have to communicate with the developer communication is required. But in the DevOps address gap, just developer to IT operational center directly we can communicate. And also using the DevOps, we can consider from development to till each and everything coordinate, and also we can deliver the package into the customer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. What are the different kind of DevOps tools?
Yeah, so in the DevOps we have different tools we are using. For building we are using Maven, and also version controlling we are using the Git, and CI/CD continuous integration Jenkins, and Chef or Rundeck or Ansible we are using, and monitoring we are using for health check monitoring at the Nagios, and also apart from this we are using the cloud also, Elastic Container Services also we are using.
Okay. Okay. Can you just talk about the command or commands? How do you list all the remote and local branches in a Git?
Sorry, how to?
Okay, there will be command or commands like for listing down all the remote branches and local branches in a Git. How do you do that? What are the commands you can use for listing down the remote branches and the local branches?
In the SDLC, Software Development Lifecycle.
No. So what I'm asking now is like, let's say you are using Git for software configuration management.
Correct.
You'll be having local branches. You'll be having
Yes.
So what are the commands you'll use for displaying local branches?
Yes. So for just we are passing the goals actually inside the Maven. We have a goals for each and every level of the compilation, MBN space compile, MBN space package, MBN space and MBN space install, and MBN space deploy. These are the goals we are passing for the according to the requirement. So whatever branch it is, just log into the branch. You can run the manually MBN space package. Or else if you want to automate that process, give the branch URL inside the config in the continuous integration and pass the Maven goal, which goal you want, and trigger the build. So that accordingly it will release the code.
Okay. How do you create a new branch in Git?
Yeah, git checkout -b space branch name. After that git push origin master.
Okay. How do you check out a branch?
Git clone space clone space URL.
Okay. Okay. Do you work with Agile? In Agile model you worked?
No, pure DevOps methodology we are using.
Okay. Do you heard about Epic user story or Sprint?
No, we are not using this process.
Okay. what is the difference between the traditional waterfall and the agile model?
So agile methodology we are not using, only waterfall method I have knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what do you mean by agile methodology, Scrum and all?
Yeah, that methodology how it will work I know, but I didn't get chance to work on that.
Okay. Which scripting language you are familiar?
We are using basically shell script, and for chef cookbooks we are writing the recipes in the format of Ruby, and for Terraforms in the AWS we are writing the JSON language. 3 I know.
Okay. Can you just say command or commands, like how do you want to pull the current date and time? How do you get it using any kind of script?
Sorry, come again the script. How to?
Yeah, where I am system time, right? I want to pull the system time through some script. Which script you will use for thinking the current timestamp?
Want to just put the time and date, correct? Using the script.
Yes, correct. I want to execute a command or command for displaying the current date and time.
Yeah, date and then pipe and then AWK and single quote print we can use.
Okay. If there are any special characters in a file name and I want to delete, how do I delete it?
In the file rm space hyphen rf space that special character name we can use.
Okay. What is continuous integration?
Continuous integration means continuously whatever code might develop, develop the code continuously, it will integrate the code, combining the code and continuously creating the package and continuously deliver into the application. Using the continuous integration benefits is we can reduce the time, we can reduce the bugs while doing the release time, and also we can save the time, and also we can use the code quality also we can check using the continuous integration, and we can increase the performance using the continuous integration.
Okay. Okay. You better use the traditional building process and with incremental or through DevOps the building process, right? Do you
Yes.
see any significant difference between the building time?
Yes, whenever we are using the incremental means continuously, sequential branching we are using. So whenever we are writing the parallel branching, so that scenario we continuously, what exactly we will do is we can continuously building the code, and quiet period we will enable, we will stop the build some duration. Once current build is executed, after that future branch we will check in, and then it will take the time for the deploying the package into the different environment. But a sequential method if I use directly, I can building the package version by version, and also I can reduce the time while using the sequential process.
Okay. You know, other than DevOps, what are other languages you are familiar?
Yeah, AWS I have knowledge, and also administration also I worked in the Linux some days, and also recently I started writing that Terraform scripts for automating the AWS environments.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Yogananda. Okay. Like you are in, where are you now?
Pune,
Okay. And you are from
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. And you want to be in Pune?
Yeah, I'm in Pune.
Yeah, you want to be in Pune, or you are looking for
Your wish, based on your requirement, I can move anywhere.
But you are.
If you give Bangalore, it is very near for me to go hometown.
What is that?
If you give Bangalore location, it is very near to me for my hometown.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or else, based on your requirement, I can work.
See, we are having a customer where there will be customer interview for this requirement, for DevOps requirement. Okay. I'll be taking the reason for customer interview. Just I want to know a few things like what is your current CTC?
Currently, I'm getting 7.2 lakhs.
Okay. Right. What is expected?
30% hike I'm expecting.
Okay, right. I am not HR. HR will directly take it here.
No problem.
And considering the experience only, it will be proportionate will happen.
Definitely.
Yeah, based on the experience only, the proportionate things will happen.
Sure, no problem.
So we are having customer at Bangalore. If you are interested in relocate to Bangalore, I can take that resume to customer for customer interview.
Yes, anywhere you can schedule the call. I can relocate or I can work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Yogananda.
Sure.
I said right behind customer, AMAT is the customer where I'll be taking up the resume to customer for interview. It may be Skype or if he calls you to come down to Bangalore, you can come down, right?
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah, because this one, okay, only after customer interview clearance, everything only, the rest of the things discussion will happen for absorbing, okay.
Sorry, after? After customer round?
Yeah, after customer round, once the selection, finalization of selection happens by the customer, then only the HR will be coming into picture for further discussion on the CTC and all, okay.
Okay, no problem.
So,
but when the customer round is happen, because nowadays, we have some client visit, it seems from after 2 days, so that's why.
Okay, from when to when?
Maybe after 2 days to next whole week. It may how many days, not sure.
You're saying next whole week customer it will be there, this week also customer it will be there?
Yeah, next 2 days, day after tomorrow they are planning to come, and next whole week we are busy with client demos and all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason. So
fine. I'll see the resume and I'll see but if anything over Skype or anything, if customer prefers, you can attend, right? This week, any day.
Any day, that is your wish. Any day you can tell me, I can.
Okay, right. Okay, Yogananda, I will get back.
Sure.
Okay, I'm not sure whether I said my name. My name is Ram.
Hi, Ram.
Yeah.
Yeah.